How's it going, my gorgeous, gorgeous lads? The Trout91 here for some Modern Warfare 3. This is a game of domination on Resistance, and I am playing with those gorgeous boys, a Moody Swede, Sam 5000, and Esco Blades. In this game, I do some work, especially at the beginning with the P90. And I think the final score is 44-4. It's not a truly amazing score, but I was pretty happy with it. It's one of my better domination scores, where I didn't die so much and I killed lots of people, but still did really well playing with the objective. What I want to talk about today is kind of like rushing tactics and pinning the enemy down, you know, because these maps are very small. You're gonna come into, I think I said this about 5-6 times in the last game. The maps are incredibly small, and especially this one. And I don't know why it is, but I always seem to do pretty well on this map. I have no idea why, but there's only so many places an enemy can be, and on this map the spawns are pretty predictable. And whenever I play Domination on Modern Warfare 3, I pretty much run straight to the other team's flag, and I either cap it or beat the crap out of them like I am doing here. Because it pretty much means they're going to get spawn locked and my teammates are going to go straight to B and they're going to go and cap it. So I'm pretty much just keeping them at bay around their flag, making sure they can't move anywhere, and staying up on this part. I'm being a nuisance, getting lots of kills, getting my kill streaks on the go, and it means that they can't really do much. I mean, they tried to make a run for B, but I got my Predator up, and I put it down and managed to pick myself up a cheeky double kill, and get my Pavlo and my attack heli all at once. And they're still spawning around the C area, so if you don't cap the flag, they're going to keep spawning there. The spawns are a little random sometimes, because you'll move into their spawn, you'll think they're going to spawn somewhere else. See, here I thought they were actually moving to a different spawn, went to cap the flag and got surprised from behind, unfortunately. But that's just that's unfortunate. You can't really predict that. You have to be very careful. It helps if you got two people capping a flag, if you're trying to put them onto a different flag. Like they went to cap A there, so me and my team are moving towards C, and we're looking for the flag cap so we can push them up to the A spawn. Because the A spawn is a lot easier to manage. They're just spawning in one corner. Even though they're spawning in one corner, now they can randomly spawn in different locations. But once you get them moved up into that A spawn, it makes it very hard for them to get back out. So I'm kind of just like keeping a little bit out of distance. I don't want to rush in there and end up getting killed by someone who's flanked around and a teammate hasn't told me. As we cap the C flag, they're going to spawn somewhere else. They're actually capping A and B at this point, so we're actually in a bit of bother. But it's alright for us. They've capped B and they're going to cap A. They still seem to be spawning around the C spawn, so I'm just trying to clear them out, get them up onto the higher end of the map so we can move forward. But my Pavlo's going to help me out in terms of moving forward. My team's going to push forward to cap B, and we've got the two flag cap as Bobby caps B. I'm just hanging around the C area. I don't want them to come and make a cheeky flank out of the area, because usually if they've capped the flag, they're going to run in all sorts of directions. Once they've capped the flag, they're going to move somewhere that is not that flag, and I would have expected them to come straight towards their C flag and try and cap it back, since they are now two flags down. But fortunately enough, the Pavlo and my team are doing some work. As you see, it's still getting kills for me. And I have to be a bit cautious here, because they're counting UAVs up. And this map is small. They could be hiding in all sorts of corners. Especially if you played on launch day, you'll notice how many people were just... They were sitting still. They were pretty much just sitting in corners waiting for someone to walk by, because they don't know the maps and they're not very familiar with the game. And that kind of frustrates me, because you need to move around and experience the map and the game in order to actually get used to the maps and how the game plays. So I'm kind of just like keeping myself in a certain area, hoping that someone isn't sitting still. They're actually moved to C now, after we pushed way too far into their spawn, and they've all started spawning around C. Here I'm actually kind of biding my time. I don't know who to go for. There's like 3 people. One's on B, one's on the balcony, and one was on the stairs. I decided to get the guy on the balcony, and and unfortunately they all spawn there. So that's a problem with pushing too far into a team spawn. They will start to spawn in all sorts of places, and in general they will spawn in large packs. They won't just like spawn one person in one place, and they won't just spawn another person in another place. So I notice they are all spawning at B, so I'm going to come around, try and cap C for the team, and the attack heli that's in the air is doing a lot of the work in keeping them at bay. So they are going to start spawning around the B flag. They won't spawn where I am, because that's not how the spawn works. They're all spawning in that back shop by B. They're probably going to move around to A, because they're certainly not getting down to C, so they'll eventually realize that they've got no chance of moving here, as we're just like kind of pop-shotting them from C, and they're going to move towards A. And the fact that Bobby's just EMP'd them gives them even more reason to get the hell out of there and move somewhere where they're going to get some sort of advantage. And my team's going to push forward and try and cap B, as they're pretty much in a they're in a bit of a state right here. They're kind of just all sitting in this back shop, pretty much stuck for ideas. And I think yeah, they start to spawn behind us, unfortunately, so I'm gonna come round, flank behind them, pick up a nice double kill. I see that guy there, and I think, okay, he's gonna be spawning with a lot more people. I get the Predator in, unfortunately it doesn't kill anyone. They've started to move spawns a little bit, and I'm just kind of like being cautious. You want to be cautious. You want to, like, the maps are made for rushing. This game is made for rushers. There's no sitting back and taking a chill pill. You pretty much have to get in their face and do the work. But every now and then, you can move, like, play a little bit more defensive if you can afford to. If you've got your back protected. My teammates are pretty much all behind me. I know they're all behind me. The team's not going to move up there and then come in behind me, so I'm pretty much safe in those terms. So I'm pretty much just popping them, and the fact we got a UAV up is really helpful. It helps to have a teammate who's running. Even if you're not like the greatest player, you should definitely consider running the support kill streaks, simply because if you do, if you die, you're gonna keep your kill streaks, or your point streak, they're now called. Your point streak's gonna stay up for just capping a flag, or for shooting down air support, or doing something, or killing someone, as basic as that, to get your points up. And you'll get UAVs, you'll get counter UAVs, you'll get EMPs, advanced UAVs, sentry guns, just to keep the other team pretty much always on their toes and not really giving them much of a say in the match. And that's pretty much what you want to do, is give them as little say in what is going on as possible. And we pretty much done that. We got the air support up, we got the map control down, we got the flags capped. Pretty much. See, I've actually got an attack heli waiting to come in, but Big Sam, he's got his payload up in the air, so it's all looking very good for that that kind of thing that we've got going on. I don't know why I've got bouncing bays. I find they're quite crap. You can put them down and sometimes they'll do alright, but in general I don't find them to be of particular use. And here we notice the game's coming to an end. I love the little song that plays around the 150, 160 point mark, and it like just gets you pumped up to go that little bit extra. So we decide to get the full flag cap on, and it forces them to move towards A, as our whole team is around C. And this is where the game pretty much gets sealed out. They're not going to get very far once they are spawning up on A, because there's only like one or two directions they can escape for. And pretty much we're going to move up, cap the A flag to get this match over with, as they're all just spawning around here randomly. They actually move down to the B spawn, so that's what I'm talking about. If you do push into their spawn too far and you're not too confident in your ability to defend a flag, as Esco Blaze has some trouble killing this dude, they will switch spawns onto different flags, and they will pretty much, it will do a full circle of the map in the end. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like rating, and I will see you hard chaps later. Peace out.